All in Sports Network. We love sports.
Woo! What a game! Oh my goodness. Did you ever lose faith? Did you ever lose faith that the IU Hoosiers would be able to pull out a victory against Penn State? I never did. Honestly, I know it's easy to say that now, but Mendoza got intercepted. I was like, oh man, that's going to be tough. Penn State scored. I was like, oh, okay, we're going to have a game. Penn State got the ball, 6 minutes left. I said, here we go. One defensive stop, and this is all it takes. One defensive stop, and IU gets the ball back and gets the chance to play hero. Fernando Mendoza gets his opportunity. I just knew it was going to happen. It reminded me so much of those days with Peyton Manning as quarterback with the Colts, and he gets the ball, and you just know what's going to happen. Well, I'm Kevin. Again, absent of Liam. Pray for him and his studies at the end of his semester. We are the Unstable Blues. Happy to present All Indiana Sports as part of the All In Sports and Rogue Media Sports Networks. Welcome back in. The Hoosiers had an incredibly gritty come-from-behind win on the final drive of the fourth quarter. 2 games left against lesser opponents in the season. The key is going to be all in the details of the process at this point. So let's go all in. You can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at All Indiana Sports and on Twitter at All Indy Sports. And don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. It's time for the opening drive. The Penn State recap. IU was up 20-7 about halfway through the third quarter after Aiden Fisher's interception led to a field goal. And Penn State rattled off 17 straight through explosive plays and defensive pressure. Oh my goodness, the pressure. They brought everybody about 100% of the time. And ultimately, they intercepted Fernando Mendoza, as I mentioned. The score was 24-20 in favor of the Nittany Lions with the ball and around 4 minutes left in the game. After a defensive stop, IU got the ball with under 2 minutes and no timeouts. After the first down sack, Mendoza distributed the ball to 4 key receivers to push the ball down the field. 2 incompletions on a goal-to-go situation led to a 3rd and goal from the 7, and the play to save a perfect season and the second year in a row and ever with IU winning 10 games in a season. What can you say? I know what I can say. Fernando Mendoza. I am not a huge Gus Edwards fan because he is definitely a Ohio State grad and leans that way in his announcing. But I do love his energy. Oh my goodness! So much energy that he brings to the broadcast. And credit to him. He said it. I'm just reporting it. Give him the Heisman now. Based on what he did. That was the Heisman moment for Fernando Mendoza. 19 of 30, 218 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and a rushing touchdown as well. I mean, he is at his best when it is needed the most. What else can you want in a quarterback? He's projected to be the number 1 overall pick as it stands right now. We're not quite there. And other quarterbacks, other players have had their chance, but Fernando just keeps putting the ball where it needs to be. Roman Hemby, 55 yards on 12 carries. Kalon Black had 12 touches for 32 yards and a touchdown. And Charlie Becker, 118 yards on 7 catches. He'd only had 7 catches the entire season. And here he is filling in for the Elijah Surratt, Mr. Waffle House. And it appears as though if you have Fernando Mendoza as your quarterback, it doesn't matter what name is on the back of your jersey. You're going to get the ball, and you're going to come down with a catch. And Charlie Becker did amazing. Some tough catches up until the last play of the game for IU. Charlie Becker had the catch of the day a few plays earlier. Catch of the year, potentially. And then all of a sudden, no more. Riley Nowakowski, 51 yards on 3 receptions. Omar Cooper Jr. had only 32 yards on 6 receptions, but he had the touchdown. The touchdown, falling out of bounds, went to touch the right, realized it couldn't happen, touched the left down, and got it inbounds. It's a touchdown! Oh my goodness. EJ Williams had 2 catches for 16 yards just to show the distribution that happened. EJ Williams was one of those key catches on an out of bounds catch earlier in that game-winning drive. Rolija Hardy led the team with 12 tackles, 1 sack, 1 TFL. The Hoosiers had 9 TFLs entirely. That's tackles for losses, and 2 turnovers in the game. That only comes, they did what they needed to do to rebound from the tough start or the tough middle there toward the end and come out with the end. Speaking of which, open goal rebounder and goal setup is perfect for your backyard. Click the link in the description for more on that. And so that brings us to our Hoosier player of the game, presented by Underdog. I don't know what to tell you. Elijah Surratt wasn't in there. Charlie Becker said, fine, I will do even better than Elijah Surratt, I think, has done the entire season. More yardage, better catches. So mine is, I'm going to give you 2 since Liam's not here. I'm going to give you 1 offense and 1 defense. Charlie Becker on offense, of course. Even though I've been talking about Heisman Dosa, and of course, all of this is due to him because the receiver doesn't matter how good a receiver you are if you can't have a quarterback that delivers you the ball where it needs to be. And then on defense, it's Aiden Fisher stepping up huge, getting that interception, being in on all kinds of plays there. So honestly, as far as Underdog Fantasy Sports is concerned, I don't know exactly what to tell you anymore about these Hoosiers. Pick somebody, because somebody's going to have a day. It may be the other guy, but somebody's going to have a day. And I would hate for you to miss out on some money that you could win because you just ignore the Hoosiers because, it's just that little team from Indiana, number 2 in the nation. Who cares about them? Here is this from Underdog.
Football's back, and Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all season long. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and more. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code COLTS to score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code COLTS. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 and up, 19 and up in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 and up, and in Colorado for some games, 21 and up in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and must be present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 HOPE line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369.
All right, it's time for halftime adjustments. The Wisconsin preview. As I mentioned, only 2 games left on the season, separated by a bye for the Hoosiers. This is the home finale of the season against Wisconsin. Wisconsin, I will say this. All right, so Wisconsin seemed like a good team, and then, of course, we get into conference play, and they got blanked 2 weeks in a row at home. But the Wisconsin defense, I will say, is no joke. They have still, even in their losses, held and limited people, but their offense is limited, as we've seen, the inability to score a whole lot of points. Last week, close game in the snow at home in Wisconsin. So the key here is jump out to an early lead. And in the holiday spirit, I'll deliver this one. Burn some dust and eat my rubber. Okay. You get it? Christmas vacation. Okay. So that's the ticket here. You want to jump out to an early lead and get out ahead and don't ever look back, right? That's going to come from the proper training that you put in this week. Speaking of which, Farmhounds has healthy treats that can help you train your puppies. That's what we love at Country Mountain Dogs. Click the link in the description for more on that. It's now done time for third and short, the Big Ten update. Northwestern losing at USC. Purdue losing at home to Ohio State. Ohio State still not scored over 40, I don't believe, for a while. Not that that's a huge deal in conference play, but IU has scored over 40. So, and then Washington or Wisconsin just edging out Washington at home, as I mentioned. And then Rutgers winning at home against Maryland. And UCLA now on a 2-game losing streak after their 3-game winning streak. Still not able to crack a bowl game. Losing to Nebraska, who bounces back, I believe, after their loss. So the question is, who put who to bed here? Speaking of which, Joi Baby Sleep Sacks can help you put your little one to bed. The biggest loser I'm going to pick here, my biggest loser is Washington. Washington at the beginning of the season had a really good shot to maybe be in the college football playoffs. They had a good shot to stay in the top 25. They've been kind of right on the border. They lose to lowly Wisconsin. Yes, it's in the snow. I get it, but come on. You can't do that. And so my biggest loser is Washington of the week. Biggest winner then, as I'm looking through here, I think the biggest – I actually have 2 losers here. Well, I'll give you the winner. Okay, the winner is Iowa, even though they lost, because you lose to 2. You lose only by 2. I know it was a heartbreaker. Oregon scored right at the buzzer, but for Oregon, I guess I don't know. There's lots of ways to look at this. IU just pulled one out against Iowa in that same stadium, and Oregon did too. So maybe they're the equal. I don't know, but I'm gonna say Iowa just because I felt like Oregon should have put it away by more. But even as the Hoosiers have seen, that's a tough place to go play, and Iowa deserves all of their credit for doing that. So they are my biggest winner, even as a loser this week. Well, that's all the time that I have for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Liam will be in for the Unstable Pick 6 predictions tomorrow. Then we will have our Keep the Pace weekly update on the Pacers and everything going wrong with them. And then finish off our week with the brand new what are we calling it? The Candy Stripe Clear Out. There we go. As the Colts have a bye week and the IU Hoosier basketball team has now started playing. So we're going to take a look at them. All right. Well, I'm Kevin without Liam and reminding you.
All in Sports Network. We love sports.